All right. Anyways, so got Hurricane Milton on its way. This is what it looks like outside right now for me. Not too bad right now. It's still like a couple hundred miles away though, so maybe it's not. I don't know. Actually figure out where it's at right now. All right, so all right, here we go. We can watch this together. Actually, let me put my headset on. All right. Hello. All right. So you
finally starting to get some agreement there with the models closer to.
And so you guys can see this as well. I'll disable my webcam.
There's a look at the satellite image, so you can see how we had the eye and how it closed.
All right. See, I live in Tampa.
That was
if you really want to know where I live.
And now that the eye has closed, it may be
so it's going a little bit below me.
It's just showing that it's weakening. However, again, not fast enough. It's still a very strong Category 4 hurricane right now, and it's expanding in size, unfortunately, as it continues to have those drop some.
I'm already getting like a little bit of rain, but not too bad right now.
Heavy rain pushing into portions of the
no winds or anything yet.
Up through the central part,
like the outer bands.
And then right above it, there's that line of rain you can see moving from east to west, right across portions of the first coast. That's associated with that frontal boundary. But right below it, that's where we have all of that rain, the heavier rain, some lightning out there too that we are watching with Milton. Just a quick check on our buoy data.
It was already a 5. It dropped down to a 4.
10 feet that's being clocked for your wave heights. We also have some rough waves out off the coast of the first coast, 8, 7, 6.
I'm not exactly on the coast, so like I'm 99% sure I don't have to worry about any flooding.
Hurricane warning is in place.
Other than maybe just like
Tampa,
rain flooding, but
Orlando, all of that area in.
I haven't seen my house get flooded even close.
In orange. So for us here locally, for the first coast, Putnam, St. Johns, and Flagler counties under a hurricane warning, but also the beaches of Duval and Nassau counties under
it's just going right below me.
The rest of those counties, plus our inland northeast Florida counties under the tropical storm warning. And there's a tropical storm warning for coastal areas of Glenn and Camden counties. And then the yellow, that's a tropical storm watch. So it means tropical storm conditions are possible. And then for storm surge, we have a storm surge warning in effect for our coastal areas. So of course, the worst of the storm surge going to be where that landfall is, near the Tampa Bay area, near Sarasota, down towards Fort Myers, 10 to 15 feet of surge. Catastrophic. 8 to 12 feet possible, again, near the Fort Myers area. They don't need any more surge either, of course, after Ian too. So that's where the worst of the surge is expected to be. But still, for areas of the first coast, we could have along coastal areas storm surge of 3 to 5 feet. And then for the St. Johns River, storm surge of 2 to 4 feet possible. So where does that compare with past hurricanes? Well, we know we had devastating storm surge for Riverside.
News on your side special.
All right, well, that was commercial.
Milton.
We interrupt your program now for
interrupting it.
I'm Keitha Nelson. Right now, Governor Ron DeSantis is providing updates on the state of Florida as we prepare for Milton.
Okay, I guess we're getting updates and stuff.
And are prepared
So,
to receive
unexpected, like,
we're facing this.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose power.
Also with the determination.
When I'm going to lose it, I don't know. That's when I'm going to end the stream, obviously, because I won't be able to stream anymore.
Our first responders throughout the west coast of Florida have been working nonstop now for weeks to prepare and respond to Hurricane Helene, and then now to prepare and respond to this new major hurricane. The common virtue has been dedication, dedication to the task at hand, dedication to responding to help.
Again, it doesn't look, it's not so bad out right now. It's like barely raining.
That Florida weathers this
outside. It looks pretty peaceful, honestly. That's just my backyard because that's the only window I have close to my computer. I eventually will like stream from my phone.
And we are all available.
And so I might go outside a little bit, different views and stuff.
To Hurricane Milton.
But not right now.
I want to thank the 20 other states who are assisting Florida ahead of the storm. This is just what we as Americans do. We've had opportunities to help other states in the past, including most recently in Western North Carolina, and I think it shows the spirit that these states are stepping up and providing really valued support. We still have a state of emergency for 51 Florida counties. Hurricane Milton.
I'm not going to do any events right now.
Major, very strong hurricane. It's currently a Category 4 hurricane.
Let's look at my radar.
Maximum sustained winds of 100.
That's what I'm getting right now. I'm getting like.
That is just a whisker shy.
It's not so bad right now.
5. And while there is that it will weaken more before landfall,
when we get to like this spot over here,
this hurricane is
this is where I live. That little blue dot. That's where I live.
An awful lot of damage. As you can see behind me,
why is this stream on your YouTube recommendations? I don't know.
Fully deployed, fully active.
This is more just
over 2 weeks
for friends and family. I'll be honest. Or any subscribers.
1,500 missions. We've delivered massive amounts of supplies, meals, water bottles, sandbags, tarps, generators to be able to help our local communities respond to this storm. We've also deployed more than 11.
You're in Sarasota, yeah. Rip Sarasota, man.
And erected them around critical infrastructure like hospitals, wastewater.
I lived in Sarasota for a few years myself, so.
Generators have been deployed at shelters and to support sheltering.
But I moved back to Tampa.
Internet has been deployed across the entire state of Florida. We have surged an additional 600 ambulances, and they are currently in operation.
Oh yeah, it was actually supposed to be a Cat 3 when it made landfall, but they already upgraded it to Cat 4. It wasn't supposed to be a Cat 4.
We've already
heck, like a week ago, it was only supposed to be a
still have on hand 1
tropical
million gallons of diesel
storm. It wasn't even supposed to be a hurricane at the time. Like, oh yeah, it's no big deal. It's only going to be a tropical storm.
Shortage, however.
And like 2 days later, it's like, oh, it's going to be a hurricane. 1 day later, it turns into a hurricane and then turns into like Cat 5 in like 1 day.
The Highway Patrol has facilitated 106.
When am I going to play for? Probably not. I'll probably end up creating my own IO game.
Traffic, totaling almost 1 million gallons of gasoline.
That'll probably be the next IO game I play.
Jacksonville, Everglades, and Manatee, and they are continuing with the fuel escorts as we speak. I'm in contact with the ports on the west coast of Florida. We'll see how this storm impacts those. Clearly, there's a chance that you could have a major impact on Port Manatee as well as on Port Tampa Bay. That could interrupt their ability to receive fuel shipments, and so we're working on contingencies to be able to keep fuel flowing throughout the state of Florida. As we saw this new storm develop, it was clear that a lot of the hardest hit areas on the west coast of Florida from Hurricane Helene had
actually reaching my spot at my house. Nah, my house will be fine.
In place or operations in place. Some of these contractors.
You only have to worry about it if
so you had a major
your flood zones
on barrier islands in Pinellas, Manatee, and Sarasota.
I'm in flood zone E. Which they only say you have to worry about if you're in A or B. So I still got like C, D, and then E.
And other agencies.
But even then, like I'm not bare at the very end of E as well. So like I'm not even in the flood zone to be honest.
And dedicated it to debris removal. So in a little.
I mean my house.
And they were working all through the night.
Hours
of the morning in places like.
All right, I'll show you like where I live.
They were able to remove.
We'll just
55.
Pause this for now. So. I do have a drone that I was out flying yesterday. I'll do this one. All right, so there's me on my left. Here's the houses around. So like, I'm not exactly anywhere near water except for the river.
Alright, we are at satellite 22.
So yeah, I'll get some higher flight here a little bit as well.
I think they have their house boarded up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, see, like they have their house boarded up. Only like a quarter of the people have their house boarded up right now, and I don't even think the other half. Like we're not really too worried about it because we're more inland. It's more the winds and the projectiles, but like a lot of debris, yard debris. Like I done back here, like these people still have like yard debris that they haven't picked up yet, and
Took out that tree there.
you got to worry about that. There's still a lot of yard debris around
High.
from the last hurricane. What kind of drone do I have? Avata 2. No, I have a 2-story house. I have another drone video I can share later as well. But yeah, like you can kind of see around.
150 feet.
This was yesterday night, a little bit night. So
200 feet.
there's the golf course. There's an airport.
Good range.
Maybe you probably won't be able to see it. It's pretty far away. The background. The river's right there. You can kind of see the river. So that's pretty much all these houses near the river. These are like in zone C for flooding. And then the houses right around here in the middle are in zone D. But my house is over here to the left. You can kind of heading back to the house. But my house is more in zone E over here. You can't really tell the height difference, but yeah. Me kind of flying around right now. Like that house has his house boarded up right there. You can kind of see it. But yeah, not too bad. I have these hurricane shields that I put up that you can easily put on and take. I only did like the first story. See, there's my house right there. I only did the first story. Second story is kind of a pain, so I didn't feel like doing it. To be honest. Okay. And then yeah, there's my house right there. And a picture of my doggy. But yeah, right now outside looks fine. It's not too bad right now. Like I could probably go outside. It's not even looks like it's raining right now. Like off some wind. I don't need to see the wind for temperatures. Yeah, I kind of got like a cloud right now. Like there's for a second there's like no rain like right now. Yeah, not too bad. If you see on the radar, like I'm like in the pocket right now where there's no rain. So that little section right now, yeah, that's okay. Here's the hurricane. Yeah, it's just a little shower right now. I don't even consider this a storm right now. It's like you give it like what time period are we looking at? This is 2 o'clock. Give it 4 more hours. Okay. No, that's Thursday. Okay, so 12 more hours. 12 more hours. Then I have to worry about it. About 12 hours. The storm would be a lot closer.
Next 24 hours. You still have time.
Yeah, Thursday at 2 a.m., huh?
Evacuation zone, particularly if you're.
Wow, the storms are moving a lot
Sarasota, Charlotte.
slower than I was thinking.
That can bounce around. It's not guaranteed it's going to hit there. A lot of the solutions have
Tuesday. Okay, so I still got that's
now
24 hours away.
be great today. I would say that the
Or
roads in the
not quite. That's like 2 in the morning. So
tolls. We've done all that so people can do. But the best option would
yeah, it's even moving slower.
evacuate within your own county to one of the shelters. All those counties.
So this is gonna happen at night.
There's a lot of space.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose power probably at like 12 o'clock at night.
To do a
This-
very short evacuation, tens of miles.
I thought it had been here at 12, but no, it's gonna be here at 2 in the morning tomorrow. So
But I just want to warn people
It-
that the conditions are likely going to continue to deteriorate throughout the course of
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long I'm gonna have my stream on for. I might just like turn it off and then turn it back on like every once in a while.
On I-4 and on I-75. FDOT did the emergency shoulder plan. That helped, but it was slow, and those roads can be very slow anyways. By the time we got to the end of the night, through the wee hours of the morning, it was going pretty quickly. Yesterday was not as bad on those roads as it was on Monday.
Yeah, I already have like gasoline from a month ago. I got a ton of gas. My generator, so if like power goes out, I can.
People saw the storm.
But the generator's not really for me streaming, unfortunately, guys. It's just me
To evacuate
saving,
across the state.
it's
And so
to save food and stuff like that.
the roads
Power
now
refrigerators.
are good, but I would
Maybe a fan to keep myself cool.
Conditions are not great now, and they're likely going to get worse as the day goes on. Of course, we do have a lot of mandatory evacuations in place. If you want to get a hotel, you can go to visitflorida.com/Priceline. Expedia.
And I live in a solid brick house, so like my house is pretty
Emergency accommodation module that is there.
upstairs, not as much as downstairs.
It's gonna be
Sure.
in a lot of these places.
I do have some trees around that I'm kind of worried about.
You can.
So if you hear a big thump
Florida restaurant.
or me screaming like the house is falling down, probably from a tree.
As well as waiving pet fees. And I know a lot of the hotels in the state of Florida have responded very positively for that, so I just want to thank them for doing that. We've also partnered with Uber.
Can't imagine homeless people there.
Provide free
Homeless people don't even know it's probably coming.
counties.
They,
Active
unless someone tells them something, they're
that. You go to
homeless. They probably don't even know.
the ride, you do the promo code Milton Relief, just one word, Milton Relief.
You just think it's like another rainstorm coming or something.
Crisis mode, which
It kind of is, honestly.
crisis assistance services and in
I got my bot up, huh?
with GMC and Cadillac owners.
Gotta switch.
Most of the school districts in the state are closed today.
So right now, I'm like in a pocket with no rain.
Not as much, but in that Florida Peninsula.
Yeah, just no rain right now. Like if I need to do something outside, I probably should do it right now.
Storm response, and I want to thank all those for their great work. We have 149 general population shelters that are open throughout the state. The current total shelter population is just 31,000.
In fact, I'll be right back. I do need to bring some stuff out from the backyard and secure them a little bit more.
Of almost 100,000.
Maybe I'll even wave to you from outside. I'll be right back.
Space available in these shelters. I know a lot of people would rather stay in a hotel, stay with friends, and that's fine. But especially now as the storm's getting closer, you may be able to get in your car and drive 10 miles, get to a shelter, ride the storm out, and then be able to go as you see fit, and hopefully you'll be able to get back to your place very quickly. But space is available. So there are 36 county-owned special needs shelters that are open and operating in counties that are in the path of the storm. Schools and other facilities are now also being used as supplementary state-supported shelters across the state. The state of Florida has now opened 6 state-operated supplemental shelters. These may not ultimately be needed, but you have a lot of people in the evacuation zones. I think most people decided to just leave and find something on their own. We still have a lot of room in the traditional shelters, but out of an abundance of caution, we wanted to open additional options. So the 6 state-operated supplemental shelters currently are Hard Rock Event Center, 5223 Orient Road in Tampa, City Furniture, 3205 South Frontage Road in Plant City, Baycare, 1802 North Del Mabry Highway in Tampa, Life Science Logistics, 310 North Galloway Road, Lakeland. Babcock Ranch, 43281 Cypress Parkway and Punta Gorda. The Wiregrass Ranch Sports Camp, 3021 Sports Coast Way in Wesley Chapel, Florida. That site also has capabilities to service special needs individuals. And Kevin is also working on setting up a 7th site. Now, those state-supported shelters, they do have generators, so you will have access to power. I think you have Starlink at those. They've got Starlink internet. So look, it's not the 4 seasons, but there are some things there that will make it tolerable to be able to get through the next 24 to 36 hours. You can find the shelter options at floridadisaster.org/shelters. You can also find your county's EM page at floridadisaster.org/counties, floridadisaster.org/counties. So people have time now to evacuate if they are in the area of an evacuation zone. We see the storm is a very strong Category 4. I've said from the beginning, the prognostications are it's likely going to weaken before it gets, but it may not. And even if it does weaken, it's still going to be a major, major impact. So you still have time now to make decisions to protect yourself and your family. Massive amounts of space at these shelters. The roads are flowing. The conditions are going to get bad, so you just got to be very careful with that. But certainly these shelters are a very live option. I want to just finally thank everybody. When you have these emergencies with a major hurricane, it's a huge deal. We spin up all state agencies, everyone here at the EOC, working basically round the clock. You have all the counties and cities that were in the path of Hurricane Helene, and it wasn't just the Big Bend where you took the blow. It was massive surge up and down the west coast of the Florida Peninsula. A lot of damage was done. There were thousands of rescue missions that were effectuated immediately after the storm. Huge things done, like fixing the road and SR 786, helping with the bridges. There was so much that was done in the immediate aftermath and is still being done in that. Then you have another storm that developed, and immediately you're back on that posture, round the clock, no time to rest, no time to sleep for a lot of these folks, and it's not easy. And so I just want to say, on behalf of the state of Florida, thank you for discharging your duties. Thank you for accepting this mission. It's not going to be easy, but there's no better group of people that I would want responding to this than the folks that we have doing it throughout this state. Whether you're talking about the counties down on the Gulf Coast of Florida, whether you're talking about the people that we have here assembled in Tallahassee, these folks have proven themselves. They're working hard, and we will get the job done. Okay, Kevin Guthrie.
Thank you, Governor. I want to reiterate that we will get.
You just heard there from Governor Ron DeSantis live in Tallahassee as we prepare for the arrival of Hurricane Milton here in the state of Florida. A few key things that I want to note. We've all likely seen the long lines at local gas stations, and we've even heard that some gas stations say that they have ran out of fuel. But the governor did just say there is no fuel shortage here in the state of Florida. In fact, he says that we have fuel reserves.
All right, I'm back.
They are ready to replenish.
I don't know if you saw me or not. Maybe a little bit. I tried to make myself seen for a second.
Also said that they're seeing the largest Florida National Guard mobilization in the history of the state of Florida.
Is expected along Florida's west coast. Counties from Levy to Collier have ordered mandatory evacuations, and I urge you to heed those warnings if you're in one of those zones. You might not want to evacuate, but there are free shelters in your area. If you live in a mobile or manufactured home and you're in this impact area, please go to a local shelter. If you rely on power for medical devices or other things, please go to a local.
Boring news. Yeah. I just kind of left the news channel on.
Hurricane force winds. Please go to a local.
We can find something else.
We have.
Live coverage Tampa Bay. I mean, it's just live. 5 hours. I like to see something new. 53 minutes
Okay,
ago.
so do you notice something different here about Milton? I bet you can tell, right? Looking a little ragged. That eye is diminishing as well. Look at the western.
Oh, is it downgrading?
Storm too, really taking on some wind shear right now, and it's
quality.
getting a little lopsided. It's
What's this 480p crap? Come on, your news channel.
I was thinking, with that 8 a.m. advisory, it is now back to.
Hey, good morning, Tomcat.
Winds 155 miles per hour.
Who
Category 5 starts.
puts a video in 480p?
High end Category 4. And the damage will be done. We can only spin these systems down so much when it's just a little over 100 miles, away from the coastline, right? So that's going to be the deal. And with it moving northeast.
All right, so this is supposed to hit me at 2.
Less than 24 hours. Tampa to Fort Myers kind of zone. So here's your track and intensity forecast for Milton. And this is a snapshot of about 2 a.m.
Yeah, so 2 in the morning tomorrow. Okay.
After some models
They said like at 12, like an hour ago.
very early on Thursday, if not.
So yeah, it's not gonna happen until tomorrow morning.
High-end systems.
Maybe I'll wake up at 2 in the morning and start streaming again. I don't know.
Wind, rain, and
If I have power, probably not.
system we can.
Maybe I'll just keep on
As it
streaming
works
constantly.
across the state of Florida here as a
I'll just leave my computer on,
Thursday evening, and then a depression
and you guys can just like watch the outside view.
by early in the week. Okay, so this was one of the stronger hurricanes that we have felt since we've been tracking hurricanes in the Atlantic. So Milton comes in at number 5 as far as how low the pressure was. Why does pressure matter? Well, the pressure inside the system is directly related
Yeah, it's morning for
to how
me.
fast the winds are. Okay.
I mean, you could just look outside and
depending on maybe the size of the hurricane.
it's morning.
But generally speaking, the lower the pressure, the stronger the hurricane, and we don't see too many that are under 900 millibars. That's the how we measure the pressure there.
And that's just a webcam in my backyard. I got that set up, so
Lowest pressure in the
you can
Atlantic
at least
basin.
see what my backyard looks like.
Where do we go from here, right? So it did
It's just
not
like looking out my window, I'll be honest.
had
Like,
warm water, no wind shear. This is why it got so
there's my
strong.
window.
Now it's beginning to
That
feel some
freaking
wind shear.
cat box.
Much stronger winds north of the system.
couldn't
And
figure out
as
how
it
to
makes that final approach into Tampa, it works into
outside.
even stronger wind shear. Again, winds upstairs in the atmosphere. And this is why we expect it to
Actually, not so
weaken
bad right
even
now.
further. It's at 155. We're talking about 130 or so at landfall. So we're moving in the right direction here. And then the system continues to work across the state, and then it's wind shear and land that weaken the system dramatically between now and Thursday afternoon. All right, we go from our wind shear map to some of the impacts that we're expecting. Over the top rainfall, maybe some spots looking at 12 to 18 inches of rain. So with our excessive rainfall outlook, which goes from 1 to 4, we are at a 4. And this means that it's a virtual slam dunk that we are going to see flooding rains here from Sarasota to Tampa.
looks about right.
Up towards.
I got my
This is going to be a big wind maker.
my video looks like a news video.
The most impactful element to this system. Storm surge warnings out here in pink from really the southwest coast of Florida all the way into the Big Bend region, Tampa to Fort Myers. Look at some of these numbers of what we're expecting here in the bay, possibly 10 to 15 feet.
10 to 15. Sarasota's the one that's really getting hit right now.
Ocean water with then waves on top of that.
Like yesterday, it was gonna say Tampa was gonna get hit, but now it's Sarasota. Who knows? Maybe it'll go back north again and it'll hit me more directly. You can't really tell.
First level, right, of whatever structure. The storm surge always tends to be the worst right at the coast. So we're not saying
It could even go like to Fort Myers.
just getting inland 3, 4,
Like
5
it could change to go down
when it comes to that ocean
more south, but
surge type situation. We go
it
from
could always head back more north and hit
The
Tampa.
winds are still on shore, meaning ocean to land. But then as we go Thursday night and then into
Yeah, I remember all these
the
names.
north and then Chelsea, we're talking about winds on Friday into Saturday going from northeast to southwest, which should help push that ocean water back out. I know we got a lot of local impacts. What's the latest?
So the tornado warning that was out there is now expired early. The National Weather Service went ahead and canceled it, but we are likely to see more tornado warnings throughout the day today. That is one of our.
I guess I could try to test out my phone. You guys want to see my house? No? Okay. I didn't think so.
far higher threats. The wind will also pick up this afternoon.
A little bit of wind out there. Actually, let me check my wind app right now. Let's look for some relaxing music for my background. This video needs some music in the background. You know, constantly. How long is this? Is this just live? Okay. Here we go. Where's the house tour? Oh, you actually go on it? No, we're not doing a house tour. No, no, no. Okay, maybe I can do it. Let me see something. I'll just show you my bedroom and that's it. This is not even part-time, this is just like me having fun. Alright, I gotta figure out where my phone is. I guess we do a sideways view. Alright. What does this look like? I don't even know. Okay. Yep, that looks correct. And then, will you see exactly what I see? No? Make sure the capture device is on. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now I gotta connect it to my phone here, so that's my streaming setup. And then I get like the webcam just like looking outside. So yeah, my computer and everything else. I have to kind of like fiddle it around. Let's see. This stream here is where my deep stream is at. So everyone that plays deep IO, that's the computer that runs everything. This is my main computer. a lot better camera. Might be a little bit laggy, I don't know. That's my save. Don't go to it. Alright, let's go. Alright, anyways. I can't live without the Jeep. And that's pretty much my streaming setup. I'll probably end up taking my phone outside. The only problem is I don't have a mic on my phone. I have to come back to my computer to talk. So you won't actually hear what's going on. But this also drains my battery on my phone pretty fast, so I can't really do this. Anyways, yeah, I plan to should I go outside for a little bit. Go outside. Just real quick. Alright, I'm back. And we're gonna, how do I even turn this off for a little bit? I already wasted like 10% of my battery just doing that. And time to charge my phone. At 90% all the time. Hopefully it didn't cut up or anything. I couldn't tell. I haven't tested that yet. You know, we can do another drone video real fast. So, this will be a better house tour. All right, let's switch to play caption. There we go. All right, so there's my house. and trying to get like a nice little footage of it.
Like we're taking a casual tour.
Yeah, casual tour. The event is when you get 100 coins. I could just give you 100 coins. Not really doing event stuff right now. So like there's a lemon tree right there, newly planted. I got banana plants. Down there, blackberry, orange tree right there. That's actually that tree right there, that big old one to my left, is a Chinese plum tree. More banana plants. My little compost thing over there. I had to move all my plants off my little thing up there. So I got some more banana plants.
Gotta take care of all that stuff in the backyard as well.
Yeah, I just got done taking care of that stuff. There's me flying the drone. Then other people around the house. Okay, I just kind of take it up above my house. I kind of do like a roof inspection. So
Checking out the roof. Bye.
you gotta paint the roof or the siding.
Whoop, tree.
And
Ring around the rosy.
me just having fun with my drone and flying around. Yeah, see all that stuff we had to bring in our garage. And then I kind of just flew around the neighborhood. Yeah, like you can still see a lot of people still have the yard debris out. They didn't put it away. So like last hurricane, and that was like 100 miles away. This one's gonna pretty much hit us. Still had yard debris out.
Going around the block. There's my 11 FPS.
And I don't really like to fly my drone around people, so I saw some people down the road and I decided not to go down it. And then I decided just to get a video of the park up ahead. Some swing sets, slides, and other stuff. I didn't go over there because there were kids playing it as well, so I just kind of got more of an area view and then flew back. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but my drone stopped recording there, so that was it for that video. Oh god, and this the video. I'll just show this video again. What the heck? So this was like, I was kind of mad my video stopped recording. And then I was going to go out to record again, but then it started raining. I had to wait more until like nighttime. Because I've been waiting like 3 days for the wind to die down, because the wind was actually, you got to be careful about your wind. I was looking at my wind app to die down. Like, I don't want to fly into like wind of 15 miles per hour. Like this was only like 5 or 6. Right now out there it's probably like 15 as well. 15. No, it's probably getting higher. It's probably getting close to 20 now.
Go high.
Miles per hour wind. So I do live close to the river, but not that close. There's the golf course. One of the golfers driving back home.
150 feet.
And I'm up at like 170 feet right now, 200, something around there.
$200 feet. still have good range.
And the higher I go, actually, the better signal I get. So, like, I can fly pretty far if I go up high. You can see the river right there on my right. I didn't even notice that when I was flying, I'll be honest.
Getting a little wind.
And then I purposely went over to my friend's house. Well, he doesn't live there anymore, but he used to live there. That little blue house back there. I kind of went over his pine tree, which is actually really tall, but like and big, but it doesn't look as big. So yeah, this is kind of one of my latest hobbies I've been doing right now, just kind of flying a drone. Let's see if I can find something else. You can see what it looks like outside. All right. Let me look at my pictures. Okay, I can show you my very first time flying the drone, which I was super nervous because it was super foggy as well. So, of course, the drone does not record sound. I just recently started adding a sound to the videos by recording it on my phone and then combining the footage in my drone together. But yeah, this is one of the parks near the house. I can just kind of go walking by. It was super foggy that day. So yeah. So there's me and my friend who has a racket to kill all the bugs around us because we were getting swarmed by bugs. He's like, just kill them all. So we have like a little bug zapper racket. This is at my friend's house who lives in Brandon. Uh, Kind of lives near a nice little horse ranch kind of open field. And I was practicing flying around his house a little bit when I first started flying. I think I was still on beginner mode for my drone. I still haven't taken it off. I still have not gone to sports mode yet. I kind of fly actually pretty fast here. I kind of want to do the Need for Speed here a little bit. Kind of like have fun with the drone. I didn't really go all too fast, but decently fast. Hope you don't get dizzy. Think you saw this one? Maybe not. I don't. I haven't really shown it to many people. All right. This is another one at my house. Yeah. I didn't go very high, I don't think. Um, so yeah, this is around the neighborhood. And that's the backyard where I am pointing the webcam right now. Oh, yeah, I almost crashed into that tree. I was still kind of learning how to fly there as well. Almost ripped drone. I was getting a little reckless. The drone is meant to take a beating, though. This type of drone. I even have little guards on it, so if I do run into anything, it's not too bad. As long as I don't like run into it with the camera, or I do a head-on run into it kind of thing, then it's fine. Like I have a tangerine tree right there and some other stuff. See that window? Yeah, that's where I'm recording from. Oh, I kind of explored the roof up here. No, I still got the drone. In fact, like I was thinking about flying my drone in the hurricane if the eye went over me for like a split second. Like I was just thinking about it, like super dangerous but super fun. Wee. All right. There's quite a bit of drone little footage. Okay. This is a new one. I went to the state park, and there's me. I have to clap to sync my audio. So clapping lets me find it makes a second sync audio. I don't have audio right now on this, but when I was recording it, I was trying to record audio at the same time so I can sync the audio and video at the same time. So yeah, this is Hillsborough River State Park, I think, something like that. I imagine what it's gonna look like soon when the river is flooded. I don't have my bot running on this channel. It'd probably go to the other channel, other live stream I currently have right now. I would have to turn off that bot, put it on this computer, and totally not doing that. But yeah, nice little pretty view. I had to be careful here because I was getting some wind gusts, And if my drone went in that water, I'd probably never recover it. Especially since there's alligators and stuff in that water. I like, oh crap, nope, not that way. Yeah, TTS is another stream, yeah. There's me and my friends. And then we got our bug zapping rackets. Alright, we don't hit. Even more, like by the river and stuff. So another trail is just on. I don't know how many more videos I want to do, I'll be honest. So I don't think I got high up for this. Oh no, I did get high up. But I didn't exactly. Yeah, I was just more playing around and trying to get like scenery shots and stuff. Bugs after to kill bugs. Those bugs are nasty. I'll be honest. Like I almost hit the tree there. I got scared. I'm like, oh crap! Turn around! Turn around! Turn around! I did not want to have to like walk like a quarter of a mile to find my drone. So there we go. Kind of flying up high. Now we're over the river. Now I'm super scared. One slaw, one miss in the river. So I was like, I don't even want to get down. Like I just wanted to stay above the trees. Like in the middle of the woods. You'll see soon. I actually take us high up. There's the bridge because it has a nice little clearing area I can kind of get out of. Then I take it up high here. I was actually testing the height here. Like I actually never went up high with my drone until this point here. So I think I rotated it too fast. It kind of got me dizzy. Especially after watching it now. But yeah, you get the idea. I don't know if I want to show this. A little birdie. Yeah, I get up pretty high. It's like all forest all around. You can see the river a little bit. And then I'm just heading back now. Weight limit. I think I just turn around and wave and yep, I'm done. All right. I think I'm done. What is this? Oh, me just flying through the woods. Then I see some people. I'm like, ah, turn around. Okay. But better bring it back. This is more just kind of a scenery shot. Kind of pretty. And that's where we're parked. And come back to land. I was like, right there, right where the rocks are. Sort of. This tennis racket saved our lives, that's all you know. Alright, that's gonna be it for now. I don't think you need to see like half those other videos. What do we got? We got a while for the hurricane to even get close. I'll be honest, it kind of looks like it's gonna go like even more south. Like to me, it looks like it's gonna hit like right around here. Not at Tampa or Sarasota, even more south. That'd be my guess. What does it look like outside right now? That's fine. Doesn't even look that bad. Like it looks calm. We'll put it that way. It looks like this would be like walking weather, like in the rain. Like I wouldn't even be bothered with this. Go for a stroll and kind of go walking. Looks like peaceful, I'll be honest. Just turn on this music and I'll fall asleep to it. Alright, I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna stream. I mean, nothing's really going on right now. I just wait for the storm. I might just like keep this nice, just relaxing music on and just have this webcam on for a little bit. And then I'll come back in like an hour or something like that. You gonna fall asleep right now? Yeah. You can almost kind of see my banana tree in the right, Chinese plum tree on my left, far left in my yard, and piles of wood for my fireplace. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'm just like making sure I have everything charged right now. Like all my laptops charged, my phone's charged. Oh, let me take off my phone off the charger actually. Yep, 100% charged. And I'm gonna take a small break and I'll be back. All right, I'm back for a little bit. Let's see what's going on. I'm just kind of scrolling YouTube right now. We'll be right back. I just got back.
Let's go ahead and bring in Josh here. And Josh, just kind of a bad case of deja vu here for Floridians.
And you got to keep in mind, once Milton gets close enough to the shoreline, it will have only been 2 weeks since Helene hit. So definitely seeing the storm intensify rapidly over the past several hours with a well-defined eye wall right there. This is the brand new GOES 19 satellite view from about an hour or two ago as it continues to strengthen over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, a Category 5 storm. That's as high as we go.
One day ago. Not gonna comment on that. I'll just say updated 1 minute ago. What's up with that stuff? Night landfall, yeah, I know it's gonna come at night.
In big, bold letters, the post that they've sent out, stay off of the roads. Simple as that, Sandra.
Look at that shot. Vanessa,
yes,
reaction.
Well, I was looking at the radar, and it started around 9:30 in the morning, that storm, and then it headed over I-75, and that's where everyone captured that video and that picture, that tornado that we were just surprised seeing that live on our camera in our TV. But that storm continued to hold, and it held together for that long. A couple miles, that's more than 5 miles,
It's more than 5 miles, and that's the unique thing, because a lot of times in a tropical entity, yes, you'll get those rain-wrapped tornadoes, but they just sort of glancingly hit the ground and don't stay together. This looks like more like a scene from the Midwest. When you look at the debris field, look at the very bottom there, that cluster, that's just picking up everything as it just spins so violently with the winds.
That's nowhere near me, but still.
With the instability with the storm. Now, on the north side, northeast quadrant of your screen, you can tell I'm talking hurricane talk, but you see I have some new tracking, because the cylinder where the signature of this tornado active, where it's the same system that you just saw a video of, has made its way into Palm Beach County, is now heading toward Pahokee and Pelican Lake and Cardwell. So a few minutes out here, not 10 to 15 minutes. I always go a little more aggressively, because these things tend to pick up speed as they move forward. I see it just move forward even further. But I mean, the funnel cloud signature is here. Where you see that red, that's where the signature of the bottom of the funnel cloud is, and where it probably is picking up all that debris as well. Look how many lightning strikes. It just upped as well, up to 37 lightning strikes with this incredibly unstable supercell thunderstorm. Supercell thunderstorms are not something that we necessarily see spawn tornadoes across South Florida, but when you have a Category 4 hurricane that is going to actually horizontally dissect the state, you have the perpendicular actually moving from south to north action as well, which is in the form of those counterclockwise spiral bands that are whiplashing through and causing this tornadic rotation. We have not even started to see the tropical storm force winds yet. These are just tornadoes that are on the ground. So we have 37,000 feet with the height of this tornadic cell. And we have hail that is on there at a 3/4 inch size hail. So take a look. Here's where we see the height. We see all the lightning. And if I show you here, you can see Cardwell and Pahokee and Pelican Grove, or Pelican Lake, excuse me, are right in the middle of it. Right where you see the heart of the tornado, though, is where that pink is. And that's where those winds are moving different directions with height. Shows it really well on our impact tracker button. 6 Mile Bend, it just exited that area. It's east of Belle Glade and Pahokee, but moving in and really just barreling forward into Pahokee and points further beyond. This tornado warning doesn't expire for another 15 minutes. There's a lot of shear. There's also the shear track is where you see the rotation kind of just spinning up. It shows you the track of all these.
Probably moving pretty fast as well.
They're really just kind of aligning and marching up from south to north. And again, these are just kind of isolated, but this is really a unique tornado for our area because it's held together for so long, and it's associated with actually an uptick in the thunderstorm activity as it's migrated northward. The thunderstorm.
All right, so Wednesday at 8 p.m. That's later today. It's gonna be right off the coast. I might stop the stream early today and then pick it up and restart it later on today when the storm's closer. I am seeing like a little bit more wind outside, but it's not so bad right now. A little bit. Got a lot of tree coverage too, so like the wind isn't so bad in the backyard. Straight looking at the trees. I wonder if maybe I should have it looking at straight up at the trees. I should have it looking straight at this one dead tree. I wonder. Alright, how's it going, guys? So... Let's listen to the news a little bit, see what's going on. I was going downstairs trying to make some lunch. Not really lunch, kind of like a meal prep, so if the power goes out, I have something to eat later down the road a couple days. Like, I don't want my food in my refrigerator to go bad. Turn off the relaxing music for a little bit. But let's listen to the news.
But yeah, it's one that is certainly going to be one to watch, especially as all that energy, like you said, Eric, is going to be stretching in our direction. Okay, so the 11 o'clock advisory on Milton is out. It is still a major hurricane. Winds of 145 miles per hour. The speed has picked up, moving to the northeast at 17 miles per hour, and the pressure is dropping to rising to 931 millibars, which basically just means that the storm itself is gradually beginning to weaken, but it is still going to make landfall as a major hurricane.
So Wednesday at 8 p.m. today, so that's about
it's actually in line with
8.5 hours.
Our in-house model, to where late tonight, 10, 11 o'clock, it makes landfall and then moves across central Florida during the late night hours and then off of our coastline by tomorrow afternoon. I want to show you the last 5 tracks.
All right, it looks like it's going down.
Okay.
Okay.
The only outlier. So you can see within the last 4 tracks, the National Hurricane Center has shifted the tracks south just a bit. But when we compare the last 2 tracks, there really is no difference. It's just a tiny little window of landfall between, let's say, Sarasota and Siesta Key. So really, we're splitting hairs at that.
All right, so Sarasota, yeah, pretty bad for them.
Make landfall essentially in the Sun Coast area. It's about less than 150 miles away, the center of the storm, from making landfall, but we can already see some of those effects from the system move into the state, where we have tornado warnings in effect, some heavier rain bands working into parts of the southwest Florida Sun Coast.
I'm still going to get hit a little bit since I'm in Tampa, but
obviously are going to be watching our
it wouldn't be a direct hit.
Wave heights at the center of the storm around 30 feet, and then as you go further out,
Completely direct hit.
As this gets closer,
I'm still like
wave heights are going to pick up along
in the inner rings, but not like the eye's not going to go over me.
As well. So from Tampa down to Fort Myers, up to about 12 feet for some locations, and then south of Tampa between Sarasota and Port Charlotte, we're looking at 10 to 15 foot storm surge. So significant storm surge there for Central Florida. Our East Coast, nothing has really changed. It's still 3 to 5 foot storm surge, and that's going to be after the storm passes through and moves out into the Atlantic. We'll have those onshore winds. Again, watching our severe weather threat, there's that one that we have been watching all morning long, moving west of Lake Okeechobee. It has a considerable tag on it, which is not something you often see from the National Weather.
Not the case in downtown Orlando, but there's some areas, and even back over to Maitland. Torrential down, starting to work these wind speeds up little bit by little bit by little bit. Take a look at Futurecast. Here's 3 o'clock. Really ruffle some. We're going in. The worst of the weather moves off the shore. So in terms of the more about your forecast and track.
Why are they doing weather way out there? I guess that's the station. See what else? Anything? I don't know if I trust this. Look at Tampa Bay.
It's incredible that someone even called this in, that they were able to find a dog right there off of I-75.
Just abandoned.
I know. And also a reminder to stay off the roads. We're thankful that this dog was rescued, but we're already seeing a crash that happened along I-75, ponding along the roadways earlier. And a reminder, if you do plan on driving and you see some officials along the roadways, to move over. It is Florida law. Slow down to 20 miles below the speed limit and move over.
Yeah, you got to move over. Listen, I'm not a dog aficionado, but just seeing the height of that, what appears to be a terrier right there. Thankfully, that dog rescued. You can see the height of the water as we're talking about it coming down.
See, Hillsborough River, Morse Bridge,
on the rainfall right about now.
Well, let's get back out to the tornado warnings, because we have a new warning for Highlands County. It's that one cell that I was talking about. The new one is this one right here that extends up towards Lake Placid. The cell is actually down here that we're watching. This is Lake Placid. There's the other one that we were watching. Okay, so it will stay east of 27. This is 27 right in here. It will stay east of there. So if you're in Lake Placid west of 27, you're okay for now. But let me track this new one, because the new one, and that's the one that's really been impressive. You can see it there. That one is going to be moving towards, I think, Lake Placid, and it's going to get in there around, what do we got here? It's about 12:52. So we've got about 30 minutes, a little less than that, 25 minutes or so for this to move in there. So if you're in the Archbold area, 12:41, that's what, 15 minutes or so.
All right, well,
eventually out towards late.
none of this really affecting me right now.
This one, on
honestly, guys, I think I'm gonna. I know I haven't really been here the whole time, but take a break. I need to make some more food. Nothing really going on right now. The storm's a little bit windy, but not too bad. It's a lot more windier now than it was like 3 hours ago, but yeah, it's okay. So what I plan to do is stop the stream right now, and I'll continue in like 3 or 4 hours from now. That way, so I can make a later night more stream. This will just be like part 1, and then I'll do like a part 2. I don't want to keep the stream going for 24 hours. I'm just gonna like stop it for now, and then I'll come back. So it is getting a little bit more windier outside, but not too bad. I'll try to come back in like 5 hours, like at 5:30 or maybe 6 hours. I'll put it on my YouTube thing. I'll show you like when I start the next stream. But for now, I am just gonna end the stream a little bit more early than I expected. I expected this storm to be here like at midnight tonight, but they keep on moving it back, so it's actually gonna be here tomorrow. And I doubt I'll have power by tomorrow, so yeah, if I don't come back, I just probably lost power earlier than I expected, but anyways, I'm just gonna end the stream early today, and then I'll come back and stream again like 6 hours from now, when the storm's a little bit closer. I'm gonna do some more stuff around the house. More like making food right now. So I have something to eat if the power goes out, because I won't have like a microwave or anything like that, or oven. So I'm just gonna like make a bunch of sandwiches, pretty much. Actually, I'm making chicken burritos. That's what I'm making. I'm gonna eat cold chicken burritos. I'm just gonna put them in my refrigerator. Maybe I'll make a fire. I don't know. Anyways, that's gonna be it for right now. And I'll see you guys in like 5-6 hours if you're back here again.
We'll be right back.